going on, YouTube? Welcome to Silver Age Sunday. I am your host, Cookie, just a little podcast. We have a wonderful, wonderful panel with the mightiest panel, and we have a special guest who is coming all the way over from, I won't even say it. I won't say it just yet. I'll let him introduce himself. I know he's probably been on the show before. He hasn't been on the show as I've been hosting it. However, he is an awesome, awesome dude. But before I do kick it off, let's roll this. Awesome stuff. So let me go introduce the guest of the show. He is none other than across the pond. I know him as Double V. You guys might know him as Varangian Vigilante.
Hey.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, sir?
Glad to be here. Just had my monthly comic book haul on my channel, and I thought, I'm already ready. Everything's set up, so let's go to Silver Age Sundays.
Awesome stuff. Glad you're here, man. Is this your first time being on Silver Age?
Good question, actually. Maybe I can't remember. Maybe the first time I got invites before, but usually Sunday I'm busy. Just today it was perfect.
Perfect timing.
So
awesome.
It might be the first time.
Awesome. Well, I do have your co-host that you do a lot of shows with. He's none other than Stay Puff or Puff Comics 1983.
What's up, man? I had to represent Tim Latte with the ready to buy.
Ghostbuster B.
Ghostbuster B.
There you go.
I had to post that. Grandmaster B for VB when he mentioned it on our show. I was like, here's some Grandmaster B love for Married with Children.
It's a lonely life for Grandmaster B.
I know.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah,
awesome.
Man.
We
it's
do
great
have
to be on the show again, man.
Yeah, and I was on your show for a little bit while I was in the car, while everybody else was in their car. That was a good time. Sorry I couldn't stay longer. I wish I could have stayed longer.
That's great, man. It's all good.
Awesome stuff. Well, I like to go and introduce a little bit of magic into this because I do love Harry Potter. This guy has nothing to do with Harry Potter, but he has a lot of magic. The magic Lasso.
I haven't been hairy since I shaved.
And you haven't shaved, so clearly.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Silver Age Sunday, my presentation book, Wonder Woman. This is, which number is this? 142 from 1963, because Wonder Woman Day is coming up on Thursday.
That's awesome. So
I'm celebrating with my kickoff book here on Silver Age Sunday.
Fair. What do you do for Wonder Woman Day? Like, what is your routine?
Because he's going to cosplay as Wonder Woman.
He does it every night.
because there's been such a demand for it. But unfortunately, Sean, when you get to be my age, you can't pull off stars below the waist.
That's hilarious.
But for those that are heading to their local comic shop this week, there are 3 different free Wonder Woman Day comic books that will be available starting on Tuesday. So when the new DC books come out on Tuesday, participating LCSs should have those free Wonder Woman comic book day books that you can pick up.
Are you going to be picking? Can you pick up all 3, or you have to choose only one out of the 3?
No, you should be able. Well, I can't speak for each shop. At the shops that I go to, you can have one of each.
Okay.
So.
Very nice.
Isn't that a little bit optimistic with DC's distribution?
No lie on that.
I'm happy to be on the show with these guys. I call them hot dogs every Friday when I log into their chat, hoping that Adrienne Barbeau will be their special guest. Every Friday, I hope and I hope and I hope. But I always say hi to her, even if, no matter where she's at in the world, maybe she's tuning in.
There you
go. That was a missed opportunity. We should have talked Creep Show this Friday so we could have got him on there for the Adrienne Barbeau part.
As often as Ryan is mentioning Adrienne Barbeau, I think she must have a lot of hiccups.
Yes, she must. So if she only got royalties off of all of the mentions, So, and Thorsten, I'll say that already this weekend I have been filling out a custom form for you.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I just got Wonder Woman books laying here. I wonder where they will go.
I wonder. It might be Wonder Woman Day for everyone nationwide on Thursday, but for me, every day.
It's Wonder Woman Day for everybody except Sharon.
Except for Sharon.
There you go.
I will tell you one thing, and this is the first time that I've mentioned this that I've mentioned it publicly or that I've mentioned it anywhere to anyone in the community or anything. But I have a video dropping on Wonder Woman Day on my channel that includes a very special introduction. Let's just say that.
Sweet deal. Okay. I'll spoil it. I'm young enough to go and have the stars below, so it's me.
It's Cookie cosplaying as Wonder Woman. So,
you know who I would pay money to see cosplay as Wonder Woman?
Who?
This guy right here.
You mean Wonder Girl?
So I thought that's not Farella.
Yeah. Like I said, I look like what was it? I told him I look like what was it? Sean Connery in that movie. I forgot the damn movie.
Sardos.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Sean Connery's a good-looking guy, though. Still, after all the cocaine, he still can do a split.
What happened to Lasso?
Uh-oh, we lost him. Maybe he didn't like you talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And we talked about Sean Connery, but he's not doing any splits anymore.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's not?
Now we talked about Sean Connery's.
Sean Connery. The late
in the movie Sardots.
Okay, the late Sean Connery. Sorry.
Which is basically very Vampirella-esque.
Yeah, Santos.
Magic, do you want to do me a solid? Could you?
You want me to read the chat?
Yes, sir. You got a voice.
I will try my best. I've got my big O-ring light in my eyes, but I'll try my best. John's Comics with Kids. I want to tell you something about this man, John's Comics with Kids. Every Tuesday night, you can have great X with him. I'm talking about Omni X-Men, him and No Good Comics. It alternates between their two channels. Yeah. And they're in kind of the middle of the Dark Phoenix saga right now, which we know is such a great story. 134 will be the issue that they do this upcoming Tuesday night. So make sure to catch that.
Awesome stuff.
We got Cap'n Comics Ahoy, matey. Super Russ 9000, good to see you. He just did a Wonder Woman themed show with Simple Simon this past week, which was really good, showing off their favorite covers.
Licking off or showing off?
Dan Piercy Comics, another Wonder Woman fan. It's great to see you here. Comics and Beer, love it, Dan.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. It was pretty funny. It was like almost like an homage to America's Ass, but it was Wonder Woman. So it was good. It was some fun stuff. So Double V, since some people might have not been able to meet your show earlier, do you have a book that you showed off earlier that's your favorite out of all those?
Well, from my home, my favorite one was the 1 in 25 Conan 24 from Roberto de la Torre, the variant.
Nice.
And you can always see with Roberto de la Torre that he's channeling his inner John Buscema. Fantastic artist, probably one of the 3 best Conan artists currently around. Usually he does covers, but he also did a story for the king size Conan.
Sweet deal. And I was talking to you earlier about Invincible Red Sonja. So I think I'm going to be picking up some of those. I think issue 5 is coming out soon. So I'll be.
Yeah, those are really good, and I really like the art by Moritat.
Mm-hmm. I glanced through it. I went through it digitally, and I liked the story. I liked how it was going, and I was like, you know what? Let me try my hand at it, see what it's like, and go down the rabbit hole of Red Sonja.
Yeah, boy.
I tell you, I think it's tough being a Red Sonja collector because they certainly have so many covers. I mean, I thought that Marvel Comics was bad with all of their covers, but I see Red Sonja, and it's like every week there's a gazillion covers.
Yes.
It cannot be as bad as Vampy and Red Sonja. It's both of them, cover-wise. Yeah.
If it wouldn't for Vampirella and Red Sonja variant covers, my whole videos would be very short.
Yeah.
Legit, I had to put some of those variants back on the shelves because my shop tends to put like 3 variants in there. But I ain't pick up my books in like 3 weeks, so my shit was stacked. So I was
yeah.
I can't get this. I'm not trying to pay no $90 for comics.
Jeez.
Hey, I just had an experience where, it wasn't this past week, but I think it was the week before. They released the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary book.
Oh boy.
And that's $9.99 because it's 100 pages.
Yeah, I had to put that back too, Lasso.
There were 9 variants at the store, and I bought all of them. Plus, there were some store exclusives from some other places. Those are starting to trickle in. Here, I got one within reach. This is one that you wouldn't find at your local comic shop, but it's certainly beautiful. She has a little bit.
Don't count.
She has a little bit of like a Barbie doll look kind of going on.
Is this Derek Chew?
No, I forget who it is. It looks a little bit Art Germ too, but it's not Art Germ. It's someone that I wasn't familiar with.
It's one of the group of the Korean guys. It's just he's not sure which one.
It is, but I had those 9 variants, and I didn't have my books from the week before, and I bought one extra book, and I think my total came to 134.
Eee.
Yeah,
134.
Biggie Shack.
Biggie, we need to get you back on the show, brother. It's
the
been
Thundercock of comics.
Oh man, Puff, you got any books you wanted to show off?
Yeah, I'm gonna show. Sadly, Stone Cold Steve ain't here, but you know he AOK'd me this.
Oh yeah.
He had to work, so yeah, that's why he's
AOK'd my first print copy to my boy X. If you watched the Comic Call crew yesterday, I sent him my copy, and I accepted the second print from Steve. So.
Yeah, he was very happy. It's like really his grail, so he really made him smile over both ears.
Yeah, it's always good to help out, people. And he said it was his grail. I'm willing to part with my first print because as much as I love that cover and that story, I like X wants it more, and I'll just take the second print from Steve. And it's a badass cover. Hulk getting gutted by Old Man Wolverine. You can't go wrong with that.
Can't. Awesome stuff. And look like Jeff, you had a book as well, right?
Yeah, this one is Golden Age Frazetta, pretty much the major one I picked up this week.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the funny thing is, if you look through the whole book, it doesn't tell you it's a Frazetta cover at all, man. There's no you know what I mean? There's no signature at all, but it's a Frazetta. It's from 1950.
Wow.
Yeah.
If Netflix adapts it, it's gonna be Gay Arrow.
Oh, and the big book, the other big book that came home was this one, 187 days from freaking CGC because they didn't have these.
Wow.
Yeah, 8.5 white pages.
Very
when
nice.
the pages look as yellow as my damn teeth.
Yep. Have to change the cases. It looks very clear for a magazine.
Yeah.
Case.
No, yeah, they changed it. They changed the case.
Yeah. Because the old ones always look so milky.
Yeah, they changed the case.
Milky.
Milky. Yeah, they do actually. He's actually right. They actually do look weird.
Now,
They look like there's a film of milk over it.
Mm-hmm.
A film.
Did you guys go to a con or? Like Puff and Jeff, did you guys go to a con where you
I picked this one up at Torpedo.
Okay.
I ain't going to no con recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I saw that Bronze Age Buying wasn't going to be on the show, and I talked with Jeff yesterday that he was looking to do a comic crawl in Orlando November 13th. So we're going to talk more about that as the weeks go on.
Yeah. So be prepared, Cookie. Well, you're coming with Hialeah because Hialeah.
I'll see if I can make it. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll see what I can do. But in honor of Byron, I will show this book. Not even a book, but I will show this bad boy off. He ended up AOKing me this.
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so it's from 1996. It's an original, never been opened. Boba Fett.
Wow. Steve would go.
It's absolutely gorgeous. He outdid himself on that one, so I was really, really happy for that.
You can grade it if you want. They grade toys too.
It's not going to be a good grade. Like it's definitely got its wear and tear on there. so you can see it. But the edging is definitely kind of done up. But I mean, regardless, I still love it. I'm not actually taking it out of the box. I'm keeping it in the box, of course. So
but that's what I'm saying. If you want to
Nice.
seal off the for real for sealing it off and not opening it again.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that point when they make a slabs for slabs.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny.
Slab and slab book.
Or top loader for slabs. That's gonna be funny.
There you go.
I went to a comic show a couple weeks ago, and I sent Cookie a text because I saw the first Boba Fett, and I sent him a text showing, and he replied right away. But I was expecting him to say, "Charge my credit card, bring it home for me," but he didn't.
I was so tempted. I was like, I couldn't do it. I'm like, I got to stay focused. Even though I really do want to get, I'm like, let me hold off for right now. I'm sure it'll turn up eventually. You
showed good self-restraint.
It was tough. I was like, okay, what would Magic Lasso do?
He would buy it.
And I was like, I need to sell some stuff real quick. He would buy it instantly. Yeah, I held off. I was like, it was tough.
That's all of us, man, and not just Magic Lasso.
Well, when I was at the Daytona Beach Comic Con, I only walked out with like 5 books, because I was trying to hold back on spending any money because I was still recovering from MegaCon, and that was the same day my comic shop celebrated 10 years. So I spent money there. That's why I got the Red Sonja statue. So I was like, I'm just gonna go there, do a little filming, get a few Vampy books from Jeff and from Tom, that I paid for, and that was it. And I got the Captain America painting from.
Oh yeah.
So I was on a live stream with VV one time, and I've remembered this so much. It was at the time that all these variants were getting announced for the Yara Flor Wonder Girl #1, and I had made up my mind that I was just going to get issue #1, the A cover. I wasn't going to go in for all these variants or nothing. But I did see one particular variant. It was a J. Scott Campbell that I really, really liked, and I was kind of talking to him about it. And I love what VV said to me on that stream. He just said something to the effect of, just effing shut up, because if you're talking about it, you're just looking for me to tell you to go and buy it because you want to buy it anyway. So just shut up and buy it. So I shut up and I bought it, and I was really happy.
No, you wanted to buy it, but you wanted people to convince you not to buy it. That's the whole thing.
You just want to justify it. You're not just justify it.
Yep.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, since Puff was talking about that show, I picked this one up at that show. Picked that this Frazetta one up at the show.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
that's a big book too. That thing was really
and
good.
it's the paper quality of it. It's really like different from anything else. That's what they should learn from 1973 and use this type of paper quality, man. You can actually, I think Lenny's gonna like cleaning it because it's
different.
It's different. The quality wise is different. Even the Golden Age book is different.
For sure.
Yeah, and I picked up a bunch of stuff from over there anyways. And I did this one. Yeah. That's all. This is all from Tom. And then I picked up replacement Vampies. So yep. So whenever I see Sean again, or it's going to Sean. If Sean has it, it's going to VV. If VV has it, it's going to Bombshell. It's just going down the line.
Just keeps going down.
Yeah. But then just a couple of books I picked up yesterday. Yeah, like this one, Purgatory. Yeah, it's 1 in 1,000. Yeah, it's a 1 in 1,000 by Mike Deodato Jr.
Nice.
Yep, and then I picked up the Eva Ernie Zero. So, and it's weird. It says it goes with that Eternity run. That's the weird thing. But this one came out in '93, and then the Eternity one came out in '91. So
it's crazy how cheap the first appearance of Purgatory is.
Yeah, and then some Jim Valiant Purgatories.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nice cover.
He did the interiors too. I forgot that. I forgot about that. He did the interiors of this run.
Reminds me a lot of Deja Thor's.
Yeah. And then it's funny. I put it on YouTube, her first appearance, and then people are arguing about it, going, "It's not her first appearance," but everywhere else is telling me it's her first appearance. So it's pretty funny. And then I picked up this Art Adams, Vampy Harris run, and then the first appearance of.
It's Evil Ernie. That's the first, isn't it? The cameo, and the first appearance is the one with the green traitor, issue number 4.
No, yeah, this is issue number 4. Issue 1.
Oh, that's the cameo is then 2, I think.
Issue 1 is her cameo.
I have both, so I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what makes me laugh. Is just the people were arguing about it when I put it. I'm like, and then now, like Sean was saying, now I'm researching the hell out of it. I'm like, but everywhere it's saying is issue 4 is her first appearance.
I'm going to settle that first appearance debate for once and for all because I hear it all the time. Mm-hmm. The first appearance is Hulk 180. Oh, wait, wrong character. Never mind.
Get him out of here.
Since Cookie already mentioned super science fiction franchises, there's way better ones out there. Got the first 3 of the original Dune adaptation.
Very nice.
Flooding
are you excited for the movie?
I already watched it twice. It was released in Europe mid-September.
Really?
Yeah, already, and I haven't had such an experience since I watched The Fellowship of the Ring 20 years ago. It's fantastic. Good. It's that good. Luckily, the Blu-ray is already coming out in Europe on December 23rd, so I already pre-ordered the 4K Steelbook, and I can't wait to watch it again. If the Blu-ray release wouldn't be that close already, I would have gone a third and a fourth time into the cinema. It's such a fantastic film, and it's way more accurate to the book than the 84 movie. I love the 84 movie, probably more than it has any right to be loved, but the new one is it's perfection.
Awesome. I mean, David Lynch did a good job for trying to translate such a massive story.
And the changes he made, some of them, you can see why they did it. It's the new one. Of course, it sums up a little bit from the novel, since the original novel is long and very story driven. Okay. So it's I think for that the movie has a very great balance of action and story, and it's just it looks big. It really looks that you're part of a bigger universe, and it's really as mesmerizing and unforgiving, like described in Herbert's novel.
I'm excited.
I also have experience enjoying a movie 1984 that other people did not like.
Wonder Woman.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah, Robert already said Robert's got to be going more than once to the movie theater to watch that Dune movie. So I already told her I go. VV already went twice. So how many times you gonna go? He didn't want to tell me.
It's one of these movies you have to see in cinema.
Yeah.
Usually, I am somebody who loves watching movies at home and only goes to the cinema when it's necessary. But the sound and the stunning cinematography, you're getting your money's worth.
But that's why I watched Halloween Kills at home.
That was a good idea. Going to the cinema for that movie was not worth it.
Yeah,
but everybody, it's half of the novel, so don't expect a conclusion.
I'm excited for it. I actually just watched the new 007 movie, No Time to Die.
What do you think of that?
It's not your typical 007 movie. I wish I knew that it all correlates with the other movies that Daniel Craig has done. If I knew that, then I would have watched everything to kind of have a synopsis of what's going on.
Jace watched all the movies before he went to see that.
Smart
You
man.
know, and he definitely saw all the connections.
Mm-hmm.
How do you say a movie is bad without saying it's bad? It's not your typical.
But
Don't get me wrong, it was good as an action movie. I do like Daniel Craig, but it felt short for me. Like it could have been better. I think if it stuck to a traditional James Bond film, and Daniel Craig had that very much a charismatic, charming way that he really persuaded the lady to fall in love with him. I felt like Daniel Craig doesn't have that skill yet.
I never liked Daniel Craig. He always looks so Russian. He doesn't look like a British gentleman.
Exactly. So it was still enjoyable. I like the callbacks to all the different movies, like the location. The cars were amazing. The gadgets were pretty okay.
What? Like the inside joke on Extreme Nerd Table. I want James Bond's bastard child to take over James Bond's spot.
There you go.
And they
That's
got
the inside joke
if
on.
y'all grew up with me, man, and remember James Bond Jr., then that's the ideal character.
I also remember watching that cartoon, but completely honestly, nothing beats Timothy Dalton.
No.
Yeah, I
Timothy
love
Dalton
Timothy
is
Dalton.
fantastic.
I feel like he got the short end of the stick, you know, when it comes to being Bond. You know, considering he had to follow Roger Moore, who people still loved at that time. And then his third movie got delayed to the point where he couldn't even do the movie, which ended up being GoldenEye. Man, he was phenomenal. He was the first dark Bond, and he was traditional to the novels Bond.
Yes, Timothy Dalton is the closest to the novels, and he's a fantastic actor. I love him in everything, and he can be he's like a Shakespearean actor. He can be dramatic. He can be pulpy, but also he can be quite funny. As we see, like he stole the show in Hot Fuzz, which is one of the best comedies ever. And of course, he can also be epic, like we've seen in Flash Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Who did the theme song?
He was great in Rocketeer too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Rocketeer. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Who did the theme song for this movie?
Hans Zimmerman did the score. Is that what you're talking about, or like the first?
No, because in each Bond movie, there's like one big main. Like there was For Your Eyes Only. There was Die Another Day. There was. What singer did the big song for this movie?
I'll find out right now.
Yeah.
That's how we got the Google machine.
As you can see, Pop is dead.
It was Billie Eilish.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's it called?
No Time to Die.
Makes sense. Although I don't remember a song out there called Octopussy.
You might be surprised. Check out. There's a website called Pornhub.com. They might have it on there. I don't know. You never know nowadays.
What was your credit card number again?
You know. Oh,
Goldfinger was one of my favorite songs. You know,
I think for Your Eyes Only is the best Bond song.
Yeah,
I always have to think about Arrested Development, the parody for British Eyes Only.
I will show off a couple of books.
Do it.
This is a new book that came out relatively.
Oh, I like that. I actually like I rarely like the Marvel stuff, but yeah, I like that one. That read.
Make yourself big.
Oh. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I passed on that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I'll see what it's like. Picked up this one. This was actually from a sale from Marvelous Comics.
Nice.
We can see what you paid for it. $4.
I picked this one up from my LCS, which is Take the Time Collectibles Brian Shop. Phil's. So this is probably my favorite X-Men storyline is God Loves. And then since you guys were talking, or Puff was talking about picking up some books and then his wallet being hurt because of MegaCon, this is from MegaCon.
Wow.
And I had to show it off because, of course, Magic Lasso's in there, and we are now Beast Brothers.
Yep.
But will y'all be Mama's family brothers?
Listen, you don't have to bring in Mama's family into this.
You know, MF has a little competition because there's a TV channel, I think it's called Decades.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch that.
Decades-
I occasionally watch that.
Decades right now has a Wonder Woman marathon going on until 5 a.m.
Oh boy.
What are you doing here?
Exactly. Now I have it on remastered Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. I have it to stream. But there's something about it being on TV where you can experience it with everybody else that's watching at the same time that just makes it so desirable.
Hey, you know the funny thing about it? I got like going back to what me and VV talking about, Married with Children and the whole Grandmaster B. I have the entire season, the series of Married with Children, and I have yet to open it because Married with Children is on TV every freaking day. So I always
Yeah.
I have been to the fountain where you see at the beginning of Married with Children. I've been to the fountain.
Does it also go off when you flush the Ferguson?
No, I don't remember that.
Bawoosh!
Yeah. Well, yeah, Katie Seagal's on what was it on the Connors now and about to get married to Dan. That's supposed.
Hey, you know what's funny? After we went off air, VV, I saw that Kate Seagal was in a car accident that Friday.
Damn.
Is she okay?
She's fine, but that just popped up right after we went off air.
Yeah, you never mention like our thing with the Extreme Nerd Table. You never mention a old celebrity that you want to meet because the next week or 2 weeks they'll end up on the cease list because that's what happened 3 times already on the show. We mentioned one, what was it, 3 people, and then all of them ended up on the cease. We go, nope, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, don't do it, man.
Great. Yeah. But I watched the Dave Chappelle special yesterday, and it's hilarious.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I might put it on tonight. We'll see what happens. You guys have any other books you wanted to show off?
Yeah, my shop put this in my pool, and I remember seeing people show off this a lot, and that's the Gun Honey.
Oh yeah.
I
like it. For it's a good read. Whenever you get a chance to read it, let me know what you think. But I
looked inside because you get deceived by these beautiful covers to make sure. I want to look in there to make sure the art was up to my style, and it was pretty good inside. So I'm looking forward to reading it.
Okay, good,
awesome.
And,
Jeff must be the first one to ever read it.
Yeah, he read it like right on top of his stack. I'm glad this run is over. I stuck with it too damn long.
Yeah.
And this book was $10, and that's why I couldn't get the Wonder Woman book. I should have got the Wonder Woman over this, but whatever. The Swamp Thing, number 8.
Oh, all right. So I've been slacking on my DC books. I need to pick this series up, man. I heard nothing.
I love this series. It's a great series, and good thing is I don't see Peacemaker because it's just his helmet. You know what I'm talking about.
That trailer was so bad.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it because I couldn't see Cena on the thumbnail. So I was like, look forward to reading issue 2 of this. And this is the Tony Fleece variant, the Stray Dogs.
I picked that one up as well.
There's gonna be a Vampy one too. Vampy Unholy is gonna have a cover like that too.
I have all the regular Stray Dog books, but I don't need variants where they're only the cover not in there.
But I saw it and it was hard to put back, so I was like, let me get it. And, I got this as the other cover, which is awesome.
Very cool.
Batman 89 number 3.
Have you been liking it? I have issue 1 and 2, and I like the story so much.
I liked it.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. This is like the only Batman title I'm getting right now because I've been burnt out with Batman over the last.
There are way too many Batman titles and way too many new characters come out of those damn title.
I enjoyed the first issue of this, and that's Hardware Season 1. This is issue number 2. Milestone goodness. And I can't wait to read this Army of the Darkness.
Oh, I like it. You'll like it. I liked it.
Oh boy,
by the way, speaking of Army of the Darkness, this is the leader of the army for the darkness. He is none other than the comic book G-Spot, but he's also known to us as the godfather of Halloween. He is Robert Galvin.
Gentlemen, what's up, guys?
Hey,
I
Rob.
G-Man.
you guys, I love you guys, and I have to say something. You set me off about the James Bond thing. I was watching. I'm like, what? Come on. Okay, here. Let me say my 2 cents. I
Go
agree with VV on that character of Bond. But Daniel Craig, to me, I like to see Bond as a man. Mr. Blue Eyes himself. Sean Connery will always be the best Bond to me, as far as I'm concerned. He's just a ladies' man. He's tough, handles, gets abused, gets beat up. That's my man. Daniel Craig, I love it.
It was nice. It's just not a generic. It's not the formula.
Being too pretty is too much for me.
The formula for 007 is a standalone film. That's the thing. This was not a standalone, and I've had friends who went with me, and they're like, "I have no idea what's going on." I'm like,
"That's a bummer."
Well, you have to watch everything else in order to understand it.
Yeah.
So that was a big takeaway from me that I was kind of bummed about. It's like,
I'm really surprised too. You guys talked about Bond because I've been hearing a lot about Bond lately in the last month, especially this whole, what are they calling it? There's been a lot of this going around, which they call the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect.
Okay.
And an example of this, someone was talking about Moonraker. Remember Moonraker?
Yep.
Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, I know. This is Roger Moore with the mole on his face. Drove me crazy. But it was still good. It was still good for the time. But here's the thing. What do you guys remember when Jaws bent the bar with his mouth? Okay. What do you remember with what he thought? He actually love at first sight. There's a woman with braids, white braids. Okay, you're gonna love this, Sean. You're gonna love this. This is what people are losing their minds over. Do you remember her wearing braces and a headband? Buddy, Biggie, it's so cool to see you, brother. She was wearing a head brace for her braces in her mouth, and she's doing something, and she looks up. And she smiles, and Jaws and her see each other for the first time. Do you guys remember that?
Oh man, I remember.
No one remembers this. I'm going to give you an example of this.
This has been years since I've watched Jaws.
They edited this part out of the movie, out of the Blu-ray. Apparently, it's not there. It is not there. And I'm an old fart. I remember that. And then she has the braces off at the end of the movie, and her and Jaws. She's walking Jaws down a thing, and they're like, they got their whole love story right there at the end of that movie. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Why would they take it out the movie though?
They took that out, but people to this day are losing their minds because old guys like me remember that, and no one does. It's been edited out, totally edited out of the movie.
You know, something like that also happened. There were people that remembered. With the Batman '89 movie, I think it was a scene, and if I'm saying this wrong, someone correct me, but I think it was a scene where Batman was talking to some people that were dressed up like clowns in an alley, and I think it was just in a trailer, and the scene never appeared in the movies, and Warner Brothers turned around and said, this is just something people imagined, and this just spread like fire. This never was filmed. There's no existence of this. And then someone said, oh, really? And they pulled out some overseas trading cards that showed stills of that footage. And Warner Brothers was like,
crap, you got us.
They didn't know what to say to it. Nor do I think they were ever able to find the footage.
Sometimes people always also remember something from test screenings.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I've seen those too. Yeah. But here's an example. I also want to correct Biggie on something. Is Biggie calling it Mandela?
Yeah, I think he's saying Mandela.
I'm going to correct this once and for all because everybody's misconstruing the meaning behind this name. It is not Mandela effect. It is Mandala effect. Think about a Mandala art piece. If you know what a Mandala art piece is, it takes these monks sometimes a week, sometimes a month to make these elaborate pieces out of sand, artwork. And then in one day, they swipe it clean. It never existed again. That's the Mandala effect. And
We had
that's
to
what-
draw these in school.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those little things that I keep seeing constantly, and I go, no, it's pronounced Mandela, not Mandela. People saying Mandela, they're saying the wrong name. Just so you get that out there. It's
Mandala.
wanted
There
me
you
to
go.
make sure I say something, so I said it.
Mandela.
But you know, G-Man, I'm the type that, you know, I've watched the James Bond movies for so many
Yep.
years, and I've seen that scene multiple times, you know.
Yeah.
So for you to say that they took it out the Blu-ray, it's like, why the fuck would they take
Why
it
would
out
they
the
do
Blu-ray?
that?
Well, I
Why
mean,
would
if you
they
think
do
about
that?
especially a scene that if I would have watched that movie and that scene go by, I'm like, wait a minute now. There's something missing here. Where's the girl with the Pippi Longstocking girl with the braces? I'm like, the fuck?
Well, I mean,
Changes are often crazy, especially not only when they are cutting out scenes, but sometimes, and this is why usually when I watch a movie, I watch the 2.0 stereo mix. Is when they do the 5.1, they record new sounds. Like when you watch the Batman 89 in 4K, it's a different gunshots. Like they totally used new sounds because the old sounds they couldn't up them in quality.
mhm. So they had
For
to
the
redo
new
the
sound
whole-
mixing for the 5.1. So they're re-recording and then they're recording new sounds. But for me, that makes it a different movie.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
But I have to say something to VV and Puff. I am loving your reviews on From Beyond and all my HP love.
Next Friday, we're gonna talk about my favorite, one of my favorite Lovecraftian movie, Dead Beyond from Lucio Fulci.
It was excellent. I've seen it, dude. It's so good.
Now, next Friday, we're gonna talk Dead Beyond.
I
It's
want to say
upcoming.
big kudos to
Okay.
you guys. You guys are rocking it. I love it.
Yeah.
I get to watch it on
Thanks,
Rewind.
thanks.
I can
Now,
never
since
see
we
it on
talked
live.
Stray Dogs before, I got this for $20.
Oh, nice.
I was ordering some Conan books from a Dutch store,
Yeah.
and then I was looking, and then I was like, "Oh, they have the Stray Dogs for $20 there, so let's get it."
It's my
Yeah, the only
favorite.
Stray Dogs I bought were my favorite movie homage, like Thing, 28 Days, and The Crow
I
and Dracula,
will say
Texas.
they abused the fuck out of those.
Yeah, they
damn-
did.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Even the
Yeah,
second
they
prince.
did.
The second prince were all
Second to fifth prince were all horror movie
All
covers.
horror
I only got the first Prince because I'm not playing that game.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
But yeah,
But you there are completists out there who are like, man, I have to have all of them. Like, I'm not saying you, Mr. G. I wasn't saying you.
he's
there are
teasing me
completists.
because of the Miles Morales annuals.
Speaking of Miles Morales,
Hmm.
I had to get this one. Just the
What?
facsimile, of course.
Oh, I was about to say, let people know that's
Yeah,
the
show people.
facsimile.
Becky, bring that back up and explain the people that watch it for the first time. That way you can get that out there because this has been a problem lately, you guys. People have
Mr.
been
G
buying the
filled me in.
facsimile and not the original,
This
and paying
part,
like $300 for it.
you were telling me, right, Mr. G? This part on the Marvel is reversed.
It's not. It's reversed and it's not red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not red. So the original print there's no red in the background. The copy, the reprint is right there. What Cookie's holding on to. Marvel
And
and white, red in the background.
it's even clearer when you look at the barcodes
Yes.
and
Yeah, exactly.
facsimiles must be 111. And the last number is always the issue number. So the original should be 1 for the first print and then 1 and 4.
There you
For
go.
the
Amy.
number 4.
Excellent. That's the information I want you guys to get out there because there's been a lot of
Rip off
people
artists.
getting ripped off. I've been hearing about it, so it's just good to
Yeah.
get it out there.
For sure.
Well, they the one
Yeah.
that's bidding on it and driving it
I
up.
know,
like-
Sean. I know.
And I've watched
like-
them. I'm like, I want to go message these people. I wish I could. Just like, I hope you know this is not the real thing. This is a reprint.
Yeah.
Don't waste $300 on a reprint.
Exactly.
Yeah. Last time I was in Vienna, there's a comic book store who has a lot of stuff overpriced. Sometimes you find good deals, which he hasn't repriced yet when it goes up in value. But last time I was there, and he had True Believers issues there for €30, which are like $35.
Wow, really?
I just walked out as like,
Best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Don't give him your
Yeah,
money.
Don't
I mean,
support.
he
Never
has
support.
like stickers on the back so that really says a reprint of, but you don't price True Believer comics for that price.
No
those
way.
are those
$1.
are $1 books.
$1 books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of buying things that wasn't exactly what you thought that you were getting, did you guys read about Donny Cates and his original art at NYCC?
I heard a little bit about this. Go ahead, Lasso.
He thought that he was buying the original art to Miracle Man #1.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw him post a picture.
Yeah, and he posted a picture and everything talking about it, and it wasn't. It was a recreation,
Wow.
which
man.
apparently he returned.
He better.
But it all has a happy ending because the guy that was selling it said he got so much publicity out of it that he sold the piece and he sold other art because of just the publicity off of it.
Sure.
Man, I would have smacked him with the damn frame. I would have went.
There were some people that were saying, well, if it can fool Donny Cates, it's got to be pretty good, you know? And,
Yeah.
And it was a nice piece and everything too, but I have seen a meme already. He posted an image which has since been deleted off of his social media, but
Yeah.
he had
I
this
remember
image.
that,
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
Donny Cates is not the brightest guy in the universe.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this image I've already seen memed with him holding the Mona Lisa.
Oh boy. That's funny. That's funny.
I might need
Like
to go
I
make some
said.
memes out of that myself.
Oh, so I better show some comic books too, huh? Right?
Yes,
It is
sir.
Silver Age Sunday. So my recent haul, I got this. I've been getting fast. Maybe you gentlemen can help me with it. It's been I know I got it in notes somewhere. So what I am looking for is the story arc with Doctor Strange. I might have found it. I have to read this to get it confirmed. But Doctor Strange, when he used his dark magic powers, he had vaporized all the vampires on Earth, killed them all. But the only one he didn't kill, only one he couldn't kill, was a living vampire, Morbius. And it was in a story arc.
Isn't that one also collected in a classic?
I think it is, and I've been
Epic
trying
Epic Collection. Since I ordered so many Doctor Strange Epic Collections, I think I stumbled upon that one. But I think I didn't buy it because I think it was an L. Ewing story.
Yeah, I think it was. And this is what reminds me of it, in a sense, because this is not, everybody thinks this is Kraven Hunter. This is actually Doctor Strange. Right.
Really?
Definitely so. That's a 90s run.
This is a
Yeah,
90s
you can see with
one,
the mustache.
exactly.
Yeah, the mustache too.
With
So, I mean,
with the porn stash.
Yeah, I picked up 2 of those, but it's like, you know, another Morbius. But I've been trying to track down that story, and I know I read it a long time ago.
Just check the Epic Collection, and from the Epic Collection, you can see on the back cover which issues are included.
Epic.
Yeah, there's a couple of.
Yeah, I've been trying to track down that story forever now because I remember reading it a long time ago, and I'm like, it was just, I want that story.
There's a story similar to me when it comes to stuff that I've read a long time ago, and I can't find that story, and it's a Punisher story because it was a book that my aunt gave me. You know, my aunt was a big comic collector; she got me into comics, but
What? Issue 61.
Yeah.
What? Whoa, Cookie, I love you.
So we're about at Halloween, folks, which is only meaning one thing. It's time to talk about Marvel Dracula. Last year, when I was getting ready for Halloween, I knew that I was going to try to find a Halloween-adjacent Marvel comic featured on Marvel Madness. I ended up struggling a little. Let's see, Doctor Strange fighting Dracula to the death. Tomb of Dracula down here. I'm not going to read it all, but yeah, that might be it.
Thank you very much. Really
no problem.
Appreciate that. See, look at that.
It says
I do without my boys here.
Oh, I'll go back. I could be wrong though.
The story, the name of the story, where it says the Monte Tessie formula.
Yes,
it begins Doctor Strange 58. So
Doctor Strange 58.
Like I said, that's how we got the Google. Yeah, that's how we got the Google machine.
Yeah, I know, but it's not
But
always
I'm just
right.
really-
You don't
but-
believe everything the internet says. I believe what you
Yeah.
guys would say to me
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah.
the internet.
I'm just reading the original Doctor Strange books because in 2 weeks we're gonna talk about all the Doctor Strange movies,
Yay.
like
Yes.
the official ones and the unofficial ones.
Yeah.
Ah.
So-
I'm gonna dig out the Steve Ditko omnibus.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Before you go though, I wanted to finish the story though.
Yeah.
I remember my aunt gave me this Punisher book, and this was around like 89, 90. And, it was very graphic in terms of violence. It had nudity in it. And I remember the last page, after Punisher killed the dude, he draped the flag over him. And you see the flag soaked in the blood of where Punisher gutted him at. My mom saw that book and looked through it. And she like, no, you're not keeping this, man. She hid that book away. And I was desperately trying to find it in certain hiding spots whenever she left. Man, I could not find that book. And then years later, I would ask her, like, Mom, what you do with that book? And then she like, well, now I don't even remember what I did with the book.
Why don't give it back to your aunt?
She was parenting. She was a good mom. That's good. She was a
Yeah,
good
but
mom.
sometimes I think
Yeah,
back,
my
like,
mom
damn,
did the
Mom, why
same
you do
thing when I
that?
was a kid.
Well, that's why I pick up Vampy now.
You're just a horny little devil. I'm not. Okay, so I picked up a. What was it? Something about this. It's supposed to be an homage cover. I got another copy of this. I got the Giant Size Defenders,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
1974. Now this cover has something to do with something I can't remember. Somebody was mentioning it a couple weeks ago. Fantastic Four 261.
It was John Marvelous Comics was talking about
That's
it.
what I thought.
I
That's
think
what
it was
I
an
thought.
homage to X-Men, Giant Size X-Men.
Giant
and
Size X-Men. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yep. That's where they got the swipe from. Came out.
Got
This
the-
came out before Giant Size X-Men.
Mhm.
Then I got a Giant Size Fantastic Four issue 3.
Very cool.
Shadow. Now this I've been trying to track
You know
down.
what? I was looking at that book, looking at the poster today.
Were you
I have
really?
that issue. I have a few issues from that Shadow one.
Here's
but
another
probably
one.
about 4.
You're gonna like this, Sean, because this is one I've been trying to track down, and I'm trying to get a set, like at least 20 copies of it. It's Marvel 1 through 20, however far they went, but it's Reno Jones, Gunhawk. I've been trying to track these down.
Oh, cool.
This was a great story. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man. I always gravitate to these damn things. Even on Marvel Tales, everybody's going to remember this. Remember the Gibbons story about a couple years ago? Everybody was losing their minds on.
Yeah.
There's the Gibbon.
There you go.
Gibbon Gang. I remember that hashtag.
Gang.
Yeah, remember all that?
That was Reggie Collect.
It was the Gibbon Gang against the Man Wolf crew.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah.
I've been searching for some Marvel Tales myself. I was looking for the 2 issues. I think it's 230 and 232 that have the Disco Dazzler on the front. It's
yes.
It's Todd McFarlane art, and I have the originals, but I'm starting to think that I just need to have those in the collection just because the covers are pretty epic.
Yes, they are.
Sweet deal. Well, we are coming up close to the hour, but we do have a stacked panel. So I don't know if you guys want to talk about what you guys have going on your shows, and we can wrap things up. Let's start off with Jeff. Oh.
Start with
Yeah.
VV. Or
Okay,
whatever.
I'll start with
Start
VV.
from the top and work on.
Well, I wanted to save the best for last, so I was
Oh,
going to start with. No offense, Jeff. No offense. I didn't think about that until after I said it.
I've always been last, man. I'm my last name, man. And I'm all right. I'll be all right.
All right, we'll start off with VV then. VV, what you got going on, senor?
Well, it's gonna be a week where I can do a lot of things since I'm on vacation.
nice.
It's gonna be a fun week, fun weeks. It's gonna be a lot of vacation coming. But since I kept all my vacation weeks for the end of the year,
That's good.
man. Europe is awesome, yeah.
I love you, VV. You're awesome.
So this week I'm gonna do a back issue haul since I got some Conans, Red Sonjas, So that's gonna be a very savage show. Then on Friday, obviously, with Sean, I'm gonna talk one of my favorite horror movies, Lucio Fulci's The Beyond, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Lovecraftian movies ever. We get a lot of the mythos in there. The book Ibon is mentioned, which is actually by Ashton Smith created, but then found its way into the the Cthulhu mythos. So that movie is, in my opinion, one of the closest interpretations of what the cosmic horror of Lovecraft is about. So that's gonna be epic, and
it's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, sir.
And otherwise, I will just maybe somebody invites me on a show or something, since it's gonna be a little bit later up the next time. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. Thank you for coming on the show, man. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Mr. Puff, what do you have going on?
Well, I'm going to be on with VV this Friday. We're going to have a blast talking that movie to erase the stupidity of Haddonfield of Halloween Kills out of my mind. How stupid that time was. I swear to God, I'm iffy on Michael Myers, but I was hoping he just killed the whole town because of how dumb they were.
He killed the franchise.
But they got one more movie, so they ain't killed the franchise yet. But there'll be no chat with the comic community because I'll be going to a wrestling event that day, AEW in Orlando. So I'll be hitting that up. And if Cookie's gonna do Silver Sunday next Sunday, I'll definitely be on there. And my next horror movie spotlight, I'm gonna watch this movie again. Some Tom Savini goodness.
Sweet deal.
But not the remake.
Oh. No. I will say the remake was pretty good.
What's going on,
It didn't
brother?
offend me.
Yeah.
What's happening, man?
Awesome stuff. We'll go straight down to Mr. Jeff. How you doing?
Don't got much going on, but trying to get this part 2 of the Vampy collection out there, but been working way too many hours, man. So
I choose that money, man.
Yeah, I'm choosing sleep over over doing this, but eventually the part 2 is gonna come, and then gonna try to do Cantonese Comic Wednesdays. Try if work doesn't try to kill me again. An Extreme Nerd Table tonight, and next week and next Sunday Extreme Nerd Table, and then the Nerdy Collective. I remember here, but doing my own show, I draw a blank. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got going on.
Sweet deal. Thank
you have to sleep faster, Jeff.
Yeah. Sleep faster. Mr. Magic Lasso, what do you have going on?
Okay, so we'll start with what we've already done, which was there was a new cover by the Cookie Comics for Thomas and I did on Shang-Chi. That's on my channel already. Earlier this week, too, I dropped a video that is a Brazilian AOK edition. It's a whole bunch of Marvel and DC vintage comic books, so you can check that out. Tonight, I'll be on Comic Food 2814's channel for the new edition of Fanboys Live and the Retro Review. A lot of news to talk about with DC fandom going on this weekend, and the Retro Review is issue 3 and 4 of War of the Gods. So on my channel on Tuesday, I have Wonder Woman, the Complete Museum Mayhem comics, and I think you're going to see some covers that you didn't even know existed. There's some pretty rare ones in that, so I'm dropping that as part of Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary. On Thursday, I have another video with a very special introduction to the video that I'm excited about. That's what's going on my channel. I will close with, this is my autographed Reba McEntire CD that I just got this week.
Show off.
And that out there for those that watch Tremors. And book-wise, Wonder Woman 51, this is the gold foil variant. It was a Mexican convention exclusive from 2018. Wonder Woman Day is this Thursday. Happy 80th birthday. She looks great for 80. I'll be watching more of the Wonder Woman TV marathon and Mama's Family.
And there's no hair on the Brazilian Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's right.
But her butt is huge. Her butt.
Oh man.
Wellness division.
Mr. G, what do you have going on?
So Nerdy Collective next Saturday. I hope to see everybody there. I know it's late. I'm looking forward to it. It's my birthday weekend. I plan on having a guest from the UK. His name is Chris Large, and it's something that's been on the G-Man's mind for a couple of years now. I just kind of want to get it out there. Just information. That's all it is. Think outside that box. That's all I'm asking you to do. You don't have to agree with everything he says, but he's an awesome gentleman. I know him personally. Hope you enjoy the show. He'll be our special guest for next Saturday on the Nerdy Collective at midnight. Me, Jeff, and about 4 other co-hosts are going to be on that night. It'll be an interesting conversation about a lot of different things. So other than that, Halloween's around the corner. I love you guys, and thank you very much for having me today. It was fun. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Yes,
you had a great show yesterday with Gabby.
Gabby was awesome. She was awesome.
I have it on my list to watch for today, so it's on my rewind list.
It's important. I always think outside the box, but always come in the box.
Yeah. BB, I love you, dude.
And I was going to talk about my stuff, but we're going to end on that right there. That was great stuff. We'll end on that.
I always love BB's puns.
It's a gift and a curse.
John Comics with Kids.
I hold this up to close out.
Sweet deal. I'm going to shoot out the chat real
I'm
quick.
going
Super Rust 9000 went on. Dan Piercy, New World Order Comics. Let's see if we had anybody else.
Amazon
Tiger Comics. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll close out with this book right here. Until next time, you guys, stay safe, and we'll see you next time on Silver Age Sunday.
You hit the wrong button.
Wow.
The old YouTube curse.
He left and left us live.
We're still live. We're still live.
Well, that's something.
Man.
Let's streak. We're streaking.
We're still live, buddy.
Hit the
We're
wrong
still
button, right?
He was hey, that always happens when we're in the rush to get off, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, take care.
Peace.
See you later.